who has been out and about checking out the storm damage all morning long. And Phil, you also uncovered an interesting storm damage event. I wouldn't say interesting, but pretty devastating to people who really are aware of what's going on at the Maribel Hotel and what it means to the area.
Yeah, that's right. The Maribel Caves Hotel suffered catastrophic damage. I mean, at least 75% of that hotel, a very sturdy, strong stone structure, has been just completely toppled over. And even actually, I'm standing in Cooperstown right now. Even as we move up into Cooperstown, there is some damage there. You can see that it's not just confined to Maribel, a lot of trees down, and as I'm actually looking over the shoulder of our photographer, there are some branches down behind him as well. But the most significant damage that we saw was definitely in Maribel. A lot of trees that were down, and again, you mentioned that barn that was down, and we do have some video from earlier that we shot of a lot of those trees that were down. And the most significant part of those trees being down was the fact that they all looked like they were all kind of pointing in the same direction, which tends to indicate that it was a straight line wind event. But the magnitude of these winds, certainly you can't rule anything out. Some of those trees were even hanging on top of power lines as well. That was earlier this morning when it was still dark out, and knocked out power to many places in Maribel as well. In addition to the barns being destroyed and the trees being down, there was also a semi that was overturned on 43 due to the strong winds, ended up down in a ditch on its side. And so a lot of damage done here. They're going to have a long time to clean up, and thankfully I haven't heard any reports of anyone being injured, and that's really the most important thing that can come out of this. So live in Cooperstown, I'm meteorologist Phil DeCastro with Fox 11 News.
Thanks, Phil. Local authorities sent us this picture of the